What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Wolf Trading channel. It's Tony, and in today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking to you guys about types of market trends. But before we get into the video, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit that like button down below and let me know in the comments if you do enjoy this type of content and you want to see more of it. As you know, we're dropping weekly content for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, right now it's 11 in the morning. It is a Saturday morning. And yeah, guys, so the work doesn't stop, guys. But right now, enough talk. Let's jump straight into this video. Alright, guys, so right now I'm going to be using GBP AUD as an example, guys. And basically right now, let's start with uptrends, guys. So how or what do uptrends look like? So for an uptrend, guys, basically for us, guys, we trade support and resistance. So we usually have a support trend line, and then we always have a resistance trend line, guys. So basically in an uptrend, guys, what happens is the market moves in this type of nature where we have buys at the bottom and sells at the top. Remember, guys, we always buy low and we sell high, guys. So this is how an uptrend would look in the markets. You would look at price and it would look like this. This is how it would move. So this is a perfect uptrend, as you can see. So when we're looking for uptrends, guys, the most important thing we want to pay attention to is we want to pay attention to our lows and our highs. So in an uptrend, basically it consists of higher lows and higher highs. So let's start with our lows, guys. So these would basically be our lows. So as you can see, this is a low right over there, and then this would be a higher low. Now the reason why this would be a higher low is because this low is higher than the previous low, guys. So what this tells us is that we are in an uptrend because the market has respected the trend line and it's continuing with momentum to the upside, guys. So let's spot our third low over here. So as you can see, we still do have buying opportunities to the upside. Momentum is still going up because the low is still respecting and it hasn't broken our trend line, guys. So this is how it looks. Now if price breaks below the trend line, let's say the market didn't form a low over here and continue to the upside, let's say that price broke the trend line, then it means that now the market is no longer in an uptrend, guys, and now the market is looking for a change in direction and potential selling opportunities to the downside, guys. So that's what usually happens in the markets when you see these things and you pay attention to your lows. In an uptrend, you want to be paying attention to your lows because once price breaks below the trend, it's most likely that the market is forming a new trend, guys. So right now, the next thing we want to look for is our highs as well, and these would be our highs. So this is a high over there, and then as you can see, we have a higher high. It's higher than the previous high, and then we have our higher high once again over here, which is higher than the rest of these highs over there. So yeah, guys, this gives us clear confirmations and areas to sell. These are areas we'd want to be looking for selling opportunities. As you know, we sell at the resistance, guys. So right now, this is how it looks. So right now, what we're going to do is let's just go into the markets and let me show you guys an example. So let me play the time back. Let's go back to this around the 10th of October 2019. So what we're going to do is let's just take a look at this as an example over here. So I do see a clear uptrend right over here, guys. So what I'm going to do is let me put my support trend line, and we're going to cater for the touches. So we have a support over there, and then we have our resistance, guys. Let me put the resistance real quick. Okay, so as you can see here, guys, this is a perfect example of an uptrend. This is how price moves, guys. So it's not going to move as perfectly as you'd want it to, but currently you do understand the concept, guys. So now let's spot our lows. So as you can see, we started with our first low over here, guys, and then the market began to form higher lows. You see the market is forming higher lows. So this gives us indications for buying opportunities to continue to the upside. This tells us that the market is still in an uptrend because the lows are creating higher lows, guys. So you want to be paying attention to those. And as you can see, we have our resistance as well up here where we've been looking for selling opportunities. And yeah, guys, the market has been creating higher highs each and every time. So yeah, guys, this does give us an indication for the uptrend still continuing to the upside. So yeah, guys, if you are in the market, you want to be looking to buy low and sell high. As you can see, the market does respect these type of formations. So to spot your trends easier, you just want to be looking for your lows and you want to be looking for your highs, guys. So that marks the end of the uptrends, guys. So right now what we're going to do is let's go into downtrends. Okay guys, so now let's talk about the downtrends. So how do downtrends look? So basically downtrends move in this type of nature. Remember guys, we trade support and resistance. So this would be our support trend line, and then this would be our resistance trend line right over here. So it's quite the opposite of uptrends, guys. So basically in a downtrend, it'll move like this. You'll be buying low and selling high. We buy low and we sell high. We buy low and we sell high, guys. So in a downtrend, this is how it moves. And in a downtrend, it forms lower lows and lower highs, guys. So let's spot our lows. Let's start with our lows. So this would be our low over here, where we'd look for buying opportunities. And then this would be our second low over here, which would be the lower low, because it's lower than the previous low. And then we have our third and final low over here, which is lower than the previous lows. So this makes it a lower low. So this lets us know that the market is still heading in the downward direction. It's still heading downwards. As you can see, the momentum is still going down. It's still creating lower lows, guys. So this gives us indication that we are still in a downtrend over here, guys. So now let's spot our highs. So this would be our high, where we look for selling opportunities, guys. And then this would be our second high over here, which would be our lower high. It's lower than the previous high. This lets us know the market is still in a downtrend. It's still respecting the trend, guys. So we're still looking for selling opportunities to the downside. Now, should price buy low and reach the resistance and then end up breaking our resistance and creating a new high, then this would let us know that we are no longer in a downtrend, guys, because the market price has broken our resistance trend line. And instead of creating a lower low, it seems like now the market is changing direction and most likely heading for buying opportunities to the upside, guys. So these are things you want to look out for, guys. Once price breaks the resistance trend line, it's most likely changing direction, and it means that the downtrend is now coming to an end, guys. So right now what we can do is let's just jump into live price. And what I'm going to do is let me just play the time back. So I'm going to play it back to around here, around November 2021. I see a perfect example of a downtrend. So what I'm going to do is let's just move into a 4-hour time frame. And what we're going to do over here is let's place our trend lines, guys. So we have our resistance over there. You can switch into a line chart over here. Line charts make it easier to read the markets, guys. So you just click this button over here, and then you can bring this in and put a star next to your line chart. But anyways, guys, so right now what we're going to do is let's move into a 1-hour time frame. So as you can see, we have our support and we have our resistance. And then now we have our support, guys. So this is how it looks. Now the next thing we're gonna do, guys, is let's spot our lows. Let's start with the lows, guys. So we have a low over here, then we have a lower low right over here, guys, and then we had another one. So you can see the market is just creating these lows, guys. You will spot these things in the markets, the live price in the markets, because the markets do respect these type of movements, guys. These are the type of things we want to be looking out for when we're spotting trends. So as you can see, this was a perfect example of a downtrend. The trend was creating lower lows each and every time, guys, where we were looking for buying opportunities. So this is important, guys. You can see them, the lows are there. Now let's spot the highs, guys, where we look for selling opportunities. So this would be our high. This would be a lower high over here. We also have another one over there. So the market is still creating these lower highs, guys. So now we can see strong selling opportunities. So now, like we said before, guys, remember I was telling you that when price does reach the resistance and breaks it, then this confirms now that the market is forming a change in direction and most likely a new trend, and most likely heading for buying opportunities to the upside, guys, because we're no longer in the downtrend here, because price just broke our resistance right over there, guys. And now this just tells us that the market is changing direction and most likely forming a new trend and potential buying opportunities to the upside, guys. So you will learn these things as you go. But yeah, so this marks the end of downtrends, guys. Remember, we buy low and sell high. So now we can move on to ranging trends. Okay, guys, so now let's just look at the final trend, which would be a ranging trend, guys. So it's quite different from uptrends and downtrends, because in a ranging trend we don't really use the trend lines anymore. We use support and resistance zones. So we usually have a support zone, and this would be our resistance zone, guys. So in a ranging trend, basically the market just moves in this type of nature where it buys low and sells high, guys. It doesn't create any lower lows or lower highs or higher lows or higher highs. It's simply just ranging in this type of nature over here, guys. Buying low and selling high, buying low and selling high, guys. So this is how a ranging trend would look. And yeah, guys, so basically price would just be reaching the zone, looking for the buying opportunities, and then we would be reaching our resistance where we would be looking for the selling opportunities to the downside, guys. So this is how it moves. And yeah, guys, so right now I'm gonna do is let's just jump into actual price. So I give you a clear example of how a ranging trend would look. Alright, so I'm gonna play the time back. Let's just play it back over here. It seems like April 2021. I kind of see a ranging trend. Alright, guys, so I do see we have a support. If we just move that there, and then we also have a resistance at the top, guys. So this is a perfect example of a ranging trend, guys. Remember, the markets don't move perfectly, so you will see some sort of fake outs over here. You can see the market has been faking out. These things trap people on the wrong side of the market, guys, so you need to look out for them. But as you can see, we are buying low. The market, every time price reaches the zone, it's been looking for the buying opportunities to the upside, guys, and every time price reaches this resistance, guys, you can see the market is looking for the selling opportunities to the downside, guys. And then over here you see price broke out, but it did come back down and look for the selling opportunities, and so on and so forth, guys. So in these type of trends, you just want to be looking for buying opportunities at your support and selling opportunities at your resistance, guys. That is why it's called a ranging trend. And that's why we use zones, because price doesn't land at a specific level, guys. As you can see, there's different prices over here, different ranges. So yeah, guys, but anyways, guys, I hope you did understand this, and I hope you did enjoy this video, because this marks the end of our video. We've talked about uptrends, we've talked about downtrends, and we talked about the ranging trends, guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, do subscribe as well if you haven't, and let us know in the comments if you enjoy this content and you want to see more of it. As you know, we're dropping weekly content for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, I hope to see you guys in the next video.